Coming into the truth is not for the weak. It's not. Actually, finding out that what you believe for so long is a lie. The name that you've been calling on was not the right name. The things that you thought that you were doing that was making you be in right standings with the Most High was not it. You finding out that how the word of Yahuwah was manipulated and changed, and man, it would definitely put you in a bad head space. So my husband and I was reading the word together, and he was reading out of the NIV and I was reading out of my Hallelujah scriptures. And in his translation, I gotta go back and remember exactly what verse it was, but it said unicorn, right? My translation said an ox. And that just that pissed him off to the highest of festivity, because he's like, man, look, I can't even enjoy sitting back reading the word without now thinking, is this true or is it a lie? So he went on and was saying, man, we need to do a class action lawsuit on them. Like, who we gonna sue? Like who he gonna go up against? He's really pissed. He was like, man, I was brought up in Christianity, brought up in these churches, man. All this time we spent in these churches, all of this money that we've given these churches. And so I had to remind him, that you don't get caught up in religion. Don't get caught up in the salvation that you thought you had based off of what somebody else told you. I said, at the end of the day, it was our fault. At the end of the day, it was our fault. We sat under these people. We did not do our due diligence and open up our own Bibles and do our own study. We were comfortable. We checked off going to church. We checked off the list tithing. We checked off the list reading whatever the pastor told. It was our fault that we were deceived for so many years. But all praises be to the Most High Yahuwah for the truth now. We got the truth now. And we can't get caught up on what happened, who did what. We have to be in a place where we are thankful for where we are. We are thankful that the truth is now being revealed. I am thankful that he chose us to know the truth. I have so many other brothers and sisters in the faith that they're not even ready to receive the truth. They think we tripping. They think we done lost our mind and walked away from our faith. When we try to tell them about the laws, the statutes, and the commandments, they coming with guns blazing. Like they not having it. And I was the same way. I was okay with living a life of lawlessness. I was okay with my lukewarm Christianity. I was okay with where I was. Wasn't nobody challenging my lifestyle. Wasn't nobody calling me up higher to be a better person. Wasn't nobody challenging me in the word. I was okay with where I was. So let me say this, for those of you who are being woken up to the truth, for those of you who are upset about what's happening, you can't read the Bible the same, you're really struggling, because I'm not even gonna hold you. It is a struggle. It took me a few months. Like I actually cried. I actually shed tears, because there were some things that I stood flat-footed on, and I found out that it wasn't the truth, and it's some things that I had to go back and still to this day I had to go back and I have to correct. Things that I used to teach people that was wrong. And I'll say, if this trips you up, if this makes you say, you know what, I'm not a believer at all. I'm walking away totally from all of it. I will say that your foundation was not in our Hamashiach. It was not in Yahusha. Your foundation was on religion. I watch so many people and all these pastors and prophets and all of these, they start getting exposed, and the sheep that was caught up in the middle of it, a lot of them walked away. A lot of them said, you know what? I knew it was a hoax. I knew none of this was true. And they turned their back. This is what religion will do. Having a religious spirit, that's exactly what will happen. It will cause you to forfeit your place in the kingdom. Don't let it be you.